Hello students, welcome to our e-learning class. This is Zakir Hussain from Springdale Children's School, Haal-E-Kota. Today we will learn poem The Rebel by DJ and Wright from Honeycomb. So let's start the poem The Rebel. Here the meaning of the rebel in Hindi we can say that विरोध करना या किसी चीज़ का opposite करना. So let's start. This poem deals with the attitude of a social rebel. Actually, a rebellion is a manner to look different from others. Such a social rebel is neither dangerous nor vicious. He does not make the other people's lives miserable. He just wants to look different. Young, dissatisfied people may behave like this, but the society should not have social rebel. Let's start the explanation of the poem stanza wise. When everybody has short hair, the rebel lets his hair grow long. When everybody has long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. In these lines, the poet expresses the attitude of a social rebel. When everybody keeps short and uniform hair, the rebel knowingly grows his hair long. This he does for the fact that he wants to look different from others. Now in two next line, the poet says that the rebel goes against the customs and tradition of the society. When the rest of the society grows long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. This he does just to have a different from others. Now in second stanza, when everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel doesn't say a word. When nobody talks during the lesson, this rebel creates a disturbance. In these lines, the poet expresses the thought when every member of the society talks during a lesson or meeting. The rebel keeps silent because he wants to be prominent. The poet says, when nobody talks during the lesson or meeting, the rebel creates disturbance by talking loudly just to look distant. Now stanza number third. When everybody wears a uniform, the rebel dresses in fantastic clothes. When everybody wears fantastic clothes, the rebel dresses soberly. These lines shows a different position of a rebel. When every person of the society wears simple and uniform clothes, the rebel uses a strange and old clothes. He wants to look distinguished from others. The poet says when all other members of the society use queer and strange clothes, the rebel dresses himself very seriously and soberly. In the company of dog lovers, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. In the company of cat lovers, the rebel puts in a good word for dog. In these lines, the poet compresses his idea of a rebel. If some people love dogs as pet animals, the rebel talks about the usefulness of cats. He prefers cats to dogs. If a rebel is in company of those people who love cats, he prefers dogs to cats. He wants to look different at all costs. When everybody is praising the sun, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. When everybody is greeting the rain, the rebel regrets the absence of sun. In these lines, the poet says, if people require the sunlight and praise the sun, the rebel is against them. He says that the sun is not required and there is need for rain. When everybody of the society welcomes and requires rain, the rebel says something about the sun. He feels sorry for the absence of the sun. According to him, there is need for the sunlight. When everybody goes to the meeting, the rebel stays at home and reads a book. When everybody stays at home and reads a book, the rebel goes to the meeting. In these lines, the poet says, when every member of the society goes to some gathering and attends the meeting, the rebel stays at home and keeps himself busy by reading a book indoors. And when everybody of the society stays at home and reads a book, the rebel tries to find some crowd of the people and wants to attend to them. When everybody says, yes, please, the rebel says, no, thank you. When everybody says, no, thank you, the rebel says, yes, please. In these lines, the poet says, when every person asks for something, the rebel rejects the same with thanks, because he is a person quite different from others. And when everybody of the society does not like and does not receive anything and says thanks for that, the rebel on purpose requires that thing and asks for it. And now in last stanza, what happens? Let's see. It is very good that we have rebel. You may not find it very good to be one. In these lines, the poet concludes that it is very good that we have social rebels in the society, but naturally, it is not good to become a social rebel. The poet further suggests that if we already have the social rebels, we should tolerate them. Without them, life will become monotonous and dull. So, dear student, it was the explanation of the poem The Rebel. I hope you have learnt very well about it.